Hi, Kyle from Pure Storage, and in this demo video, we will show how to accomplish an offline persistent volume expansion when you're using VMware Tanzu. So basically, if you look at this matrix, that's everything that does not have the orange square around it. Online volume expansion is the subject of a different demo video. So this is for folks using earlier versions besides the latest version of VMware ESXi, vCenter, and the supervisor cluster. So as we can see here in this demo, we have a MySQL deployment with a persistent volume claim. That claim name is MySQL-PVC. And if we take a closer look at it, we can see that it's 5 gigs, and again, that's the name of it, is MySQL PVC. What we want to do is expand it from 5 gigs to 6 gigs. So in order to do that, let's take a look at the persistent volume first that the persistent volume claim is bound to. Okay, so we've got that. And what we're going to do here is just patch that persistent volume claim. So we'll grab the name of it. You can see it there. Then we're just going to go ahead and put in this next following command. And what this command does is basically edits that persistent volume claim and asks for 6 gigs of storage instead of 5 gigs of storage. So it's been patched and it's asking for 6 gigs of storage. However, because this is an earlier version of ESXi that does not support online persistent volume claim expansion, we can see that it is stuck, right? It is not able to find basically the CSI at this version is not capable of expanding the volume. So what we have to do in order to expand the volume is actually delete the deployment, that MySQL deployment that we showed earlier. Yep, as we can see, the PVC is still set to 5 gigs, and that MySQL deployment is still up and ready. So now that we've deleted it, that pod is no longer bound to that persistent volume claim. So when we look at it now, more or less immediately, it expands from 5 gigabytes to our requested new value of 6 gigabytes. And the same is true for the underlying and attached persistent volume. If we hop over to vCenter, we can see that the persistent volume claim has also been updated within the vCenter UI as well. Now, if we go back to our CLI, our Linux box, we can now redeploy that MySQL deployment. And give it a few seconds to come back online and reattach to that container volume. While we wait for that, if we look at this PVC, we can now see that this expansion has succeeded for that persistent volume from that persistent volume claim. And there now it has successfully been mounted by that MySQL deployment. And we're good to go. Thank you for watching. As always, please go to the VMware platform guide for a lot more information. Have a nice day.